on the fact that, well, one, over here, you know, they have a bigger following over there. Whereas, like, the things that make... Well, you have to consider the game type. Like, they know, like Sony, you know, they're the ones that chooses whether or not those game companies can actually release the game to the US. Or whether it would be successful over here. And a lot of times it's like, it's just PlayStation saying, well, we don't think it'll be a big hit in the US. Look. Are you talking about... Are you talking about GTA 5? Well, you'd be surprised. You still find people. You can still find people playing on the online servers on 4. But I get what you're saying, because of the fact that if you read the user agreement and stuff like that for GTA 5 Online, it literally says in there what they consider griefing. And yet they put in a game mechanic in the game that intentionally tells griefers, hey, come fuck this person up. Because, like, if you're gonna play the game the way the game is intended, which is like the whole grinding system to make money on that game, and then they intentionally put in a game mechanic so griefers are like, so they tell the griefers, hey, this person's trying to make money on the game. Go fuck them up. Like, that shit's retarded. They really need to, like, why would you say griefing is intentionally playing the game in a way that stops other players from enjoying the game, and then put in a game mechanic that tells the griefers exactly who to target? And then, like, I'm a Rockstar lover too. Like, okay, so Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2, which were okay. You know, they didn't have... But when 3, 4, and 5, like, they literally changed the way you play Grand Theft Auto, and the whole online playability made the game that much better of an experience. With Bethesda, I don't really have too many problems with Bethesda, except for the fact that, like, for like 4 straight games, they pretty much used the same in-game mechanic and only tweaked it a slight bit. And then they didn't do anything for there to really be an end-game playability. You know, whereas, like, developers that make, like, Capcom and Bandai are one of the, you know, I love them because of the fact that normally every game you play has so much end-game content. And when I say end-game content, meaning, like, once you complete the game, there's still shit to do. Like Capcom is one of the people that make Monster Hunter World. I love that game. I mean, it's yeah.
You need to stop being so fucking loud.
It was one of the games. What?
You seriously need to quit being so loud.
Hmm.
So you seriously need to quit being so damn loud. Freaking loud ass, seriously.
Well, okay. I'll put this like, okay, so a lot of people do have similar complaints, like it says it's open world. I mean, yes. Well, I do. Well, a lot of people that are gonna say it's a lot, well, here's if you it's well, no, sandbox is no, it's not. Well, it's a one little room. It's not really one little room. I mean, there's okay, one. Okay, so the way I mean, when you talk, I can tell you like you didn't play a game. You know, I understand where a lot of people get frustrated with it, and don't get to where you can actually get through to where you actually, which that part is upsetting. The fact that you can't really get in and play with your friends right away. You have to complete like I'll say about 6 missions before you really get to where you can really go out and hunt with your friends and actually explore the maps. And a lot of them, I will put it like I will say that the tutorial is probably, well, I shouldn't really say tutorial, but the learning phase of the game is a bit long. That's a well, here's well, one I mean, your complaint about the beginning of the game, like, it's even people who love the game, that's one of the complaints that they have, is about how long that section is. Because most of the people wanted to get in and actually get in and play straight away with their friends. And the fact that but that beginning, Well, well, that beginning part is because, well, a lot of people who hadn't played a Monster Hunter game before got the opportunity to play the game. And it was a way for them to learn all the mechanics that are in the game, because the game does have a lot of game mechanics. And even if you've been playing games for 20 years plus, you know, it's some of the functions are a little bit, takes a little bit of time to get used to that game mechanic. But there are people because well, there's only well, I don't remember that part of the game, but well, like I said, a lot of people, even the game people that love it, like, don't like how lengthy the beginning is, because yes, there are stuff that takes time to learn, but they should only have it. It only doesn't take that long to explain it, but the game kind of gives you these things, hoping that you're gonna catch on and be able to do all stuff. It's like, no, I'm a person that's played Monster Hunter World since Monster Hunter World came out, right? And a lot of times I'll run into people that just started, picked up the game and stuff, and they'll rush through that part and miss some of the stuff that they kind of explain in the game mechanic, and they're like, oh man, this is I dodged, there's iframes here, and it's like, well, there is, but not throughout the entire process. So, like, okay, so a lot of the dodges kind of look like the dodges that's in this game, okay? So, but in Monster Hunter, you only have a few seconds in that dodge, which are actual iframes. So, like, imagine if, like, say you do the roll, alright, to dodge someone's swing. Like, the first two sections of that roll and the last two sections of that roll aren't actual iframes. It's only when you're actually in the process of the tuck and roll process that are actual iframes. So you have, like, say, the actual action is split up into 9 different frames, right? The first 3 and the last 3, you might as well just say aren't iframes. You can still get hit. But those 3 where it's like the action is like, those are your iframes. So, like, dodging in Monster Hunter is a little bit more of it's got a longer learning curve to know okay, when to use that action, because no, it don't. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hey, I mean, I feel I feel your pain, cause well, me, like, well, I'm saying like, I mean, I understand your frustration and stuff like that, cause like, I mean, okay, so me, I I had friends begging me to get DayZ, dude. I get DayZ, and they stop fucking playing this shit. And the reason, like, and then for me, like, okay, like for me, okay, like, I play survival games. All right, it's one of my favorite genres of game. I mean, shoot, I play Ark, which is considered a survival game. Uh, and then what's another one? What's the one my brother fucking got me? Yeah, well, I'll put it this game. Like, I'll put it this way. Ark, in the beginning, this is what like, Ark is a game where, I'll put it, if you aren't one of those people that aren't dedicated putting time in the game, you're going to get frustrated playing Ark. Because you will spend more time, like, when you start playing the game, dying to random ass bullshit. Oh, I starved to death. Oh, I fucking drowned. Oh, I got attacked by I punched a fucking Stegosaurus in the face and it fucking killed me. I punched this dinosaur in the face, it killed me. Like, oh man, this little ass thing that was smaller than me, fucking, I punched it in the face and it spat at me and killed me. And it's like, well, you gotta, part of the game is learning, hey, each of these dinosaurs have their own attacks and shit, and if you don't know how to get around it, you're gonna fucking die a lot. Which is like, you know how many times I got frustrated and deleted Ark? I mean, oh dude, I've downloaded and deleted that game so many fucking times, it's unreal. Since the game came out, like, I bought the game like 2 months after it came out because the friends were begging me. But when I got on, they didn't play no more. So I've been trying to learn the game on my own. Can't find food, can't find there's no base building mechanics, so I'm like, how the fuck? I die whenever I try to, go somewhere and try to camp or whatever to, stay, because the fucking area I'll be in will be swarmed with fucking Zeds, and, it's like, oh shit, I got fucking food poisoning from punching a zombie in the face. Or some shit like that. Oh, I got cuts on me because I decided to fucking cuts because I tore down a bush to get a fucking stick to fucking fight these fuckers with. Oh, I found a shovel. Oh, shit. I got fucking hurt because I ran out of stamina beating the fucking zombie in the face. Yeah. Oh no, and if and if you are lucky and get back to where it was, somehow the shit will have despawned. I, like I said, it, like, that game and me have a love-hate relationship. I like to play it, but it hates me so much and likes to fucking kill me all the time. And I'm not gonna say like it's not a bad game. I just think that like, okay, the period for when you need to eat and shit and stuff like that. Like, okay, you're gonna spawn me with an apple. I'll find 2 other apples along the way, and y'all eat. I'll be full, but an hour later, I'm fucking starving to death. It's like, okay. So I mean, yeah, you might be one of the people that can sit there and it's easy for you to play for a couple hours. Me, not so much. So it's like, I hey, I understand it. Like, yeah. Yeah. Well, one of the things you got is like, okay, so I play I got games that like I said I've bought and started playing because other people asked me to play and I'll play with them. And a lot of my friends that actually play that when I play games with them, they're impatient. Like one of the games I play is Dead by Daylight. If I play with my friends, man, and if I don't grab that invite and join the match and ready up at a certain amount of time, man, all I hear is nagging, and it's not like they're upset. It's just they want to get into a match because like games like it used to be like with games like with like games like Dead by Daylight and stuff like that. Like it used to be where the more teammates you were playing with, like more friends you were playing with, the longer it would take you to find a battle. So it was kind of like Mobile Suit in a way. Which, like one. Yeah. Like one of my Yeah. Like one of the games. Well, yeah. Oh, I've sat in them longer than that. Right. Like me, like another game I could use as an example is World of Tanks. I used to play the shit out of that on PC. And like at the beginning, when that game first started, if you were in a when they first started the platoon function, if you'd get in a platoon, dude, finding a match was like hectic because when that game first started, it was only 5v5. And it wasn't until they expanded it. Well, now they have a thing like where it's like if you wait longer than 2 minutes, right? It'll send you you'll send you back out, but you can ready up again right away. And if it happens, yeah. Oh, well, the thing I was gonna say about that is like, this is where the thing where, okay, these game makers need to share things that could be common, this shit that should be open. Like, there's certain things for games that need to be open source. All right, if consoles make, you know, which run off of PC functionality, can use a function, one function that happens to be on Apple, one function that happens to be on fucking you know, Microsoft, and another one that's fucking another thing, and it's stuff that's been open source because of the fact that it's like, this is something that helps every fucking computer and every whatever console. Then why can't they do this shit with video games? If like freaking, because like for like say a game like if you play something like where all it would take is like Dead by Daylight or whatever, or something like that that has a similar match style system. It's like, here, do this and your shit will work. Instead of making, yeah. All right. Right. Hey, I might get into a match, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna do as great.
様でした。
よう、さ受け取ってくれ。ま、ざっとそんなところだ。
物資配給局ベースキャンプ名物抽選配給に挑戦ですね。ベースキャンプ名物抽選配給に、それでは抽選開始です。指定ポイントへの物資投下をお願いします。リサイクルチケットとなって現在の配給物資はこちらになります。現在の配給物資はこちらになります。現在の配給物資はこちらになります。現在の配給物資はこちらになります。現在の配給物資はこちらになります。また来てね。やはーい。物資配給お手持ちの DP 現在の配給物資はこちらになります。現在の配給物資はこちらになります。現在の配給物資はこちらになります。現在の配給物資はこちらになります。 給物資はこちらになります。現在の配給物資はこちらになります。また来てね。約束だよ。